pitch it. It's just a story of a dude in a bar, sees this girl every week, takes a couple sips, gets that liquor courage, you know, and he goes and he advances. Now, for those who are successful in that, there's a step 2 to this. And, you know, when you're really feeling this person, when you know that there's a mesh to it, I'm not saying that love in the club kind of stuff, but you all having that soul connection, you try to feel each other out, you know, kind of test each other's endurance and things like that without actually going all the way. So, the second part to this poem pretty much focuses on that. It's called Horror Stars and Rabbits 2, A Dance in a Trance. And we're just picking up where Rabbit, the main character, had left off. Look at you now, Rabbit man. Other than her, I don't know what else has gotten into you, but let's see where the start takes you and how far these conversations will go. Now, I don't like to gloat, but I was flawless at the time. Every line, every joke, every quote was a direct hit. I mean, even I couldn't believe it. I was a general on the battlefield of language, and every strike, every word was strategic. At the bar, I could already feel all the haters of those people who went in it, pissed at me because of my winnings, but as far as drinks went, I reached my limit. I mean, even with a half a glass of milk, I would have been finished. But looking at her face, I could tell that night she wasn't ready to end it. Now she's got her hand on my thigh like she wants to romance more. She says, why don't you meet me out on the dance floor? Now this is an offer I can sit to stand to ignore. So as I advanced, the lighting somehow enhanced more of her body, what I hadn't seen before. And what seemed like the trance for eternity in actuality was about the amount of time it took for her to turn to me with a cocked head as she said, your head is in the clouds, you're gonna return to me? I came down with a foolish smile and I said, oh, most certainly. She had a tight grip on my soul and no idea how in a good way she was hurting me. But what's worse was the next verse, what this woman's body could do without having to rehearse. I mean, she could charm a snake charmer, make a snake harmless, even smile because she would amuse it. I mean, try to think of the elegance and the belly dancer's dance, plus the waves and the flag, plus the cool, sleek style, the curves and the jag, and try to fuse all this. And the one with the thought, don't lose it, because remember, she's doing all this for music, but it was like she was the music, so the beat, there was no way that she could lose it. So Rabbit, there's no way to change, you could refuse it. Up until this time, my mind had been in arrested development, but now it was free to grow, and I can imagine her and I in our very own element, you know? A place we can feel just for the hell of it. A little house on the prairie, a little crib in the ghetto, our very own little settlement, where everyone else in the world was absolutely irrelevant. We danced so close, so tight that our bodies intertwined and tangled like grapevines that dangled, like we were professionals doing a tango, and I'm just looking down at this angel. I mean, it felt like we danced the night away until the moon fell and the sun rose, till we heard heaven's bell and hell froze. I mean, who the hell knows? But what I do know is that we moved from the calm eye to storm, and when we did, chaos rebounded. The last call sounded by the opposition, she was still hounded. In my pocket, my hand hid, but she quickly found it and said, I'm ready to get out of here, it's getting crowded, I don't want to be here any longer. And then that's when I started to ponder, wondering where this woman's mind was starting to wander. Cool your heels, man, before you don't even get a chance to call her. So I paid my tab quick, and considering the state that we were in, we were going on a cab trip. Now I'm riding downtown with this star, but the question is, Rabbit, what hole is she going to take me down now? All right.